Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, babe. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking time to be in this Monday with Dale. The interesting part is it's Monday with Dale, but without Dale. Well, today is a unique day because for the first time since I started this business, I've had a Monday without Dale because he's always been there, always on point. He's so committed to this, and he's one of the reasons I have achieved and I've grown in this business. So even without him here, I just want to congratulate him for the great work he's done and the motivation he's been. The reason he's not here today is not because he doesn't want his, really would love to be here, but he had to take a well-deserved vacation, a short vacation. He's been working his head off, and he said he wanted a short vacation. So he asked me, he said, hey, would you like to help me host the Monday with Dale? I said, it's an honor. It's a great honor, an opportunity to be with great people in my daily choice and great leaders. So that's why I'm here. For those who know, those who haven't seen me before, let me introduce myself. My name is Apollo Alton. I'm from Uganda, born in Tanzania. So that makes me really an East African. So, but I live in Uganda, Kampala, and 1K affiliate so far, but it's a temporary, I'm coming. So I'm an excited affiliate of My Daily Choice, and I'm here because I love this business, and I'm excited about this business, and I'm so honored to be part of this team and the great My Daily Choice business. And one of talking with someone from the US, somewhere near Washington. I've been chatting with someone from Kenya. It gives you such an international exposure and gives you a chance to talk to great people. I mean, during the day, I was even chatting with Alton, one of the greatest networkers I've ever met, and that's the exciting part about this business. I got started in this business. Let me take you back. I've been in network marketing for the last 17 years or so, but in reality, I always tell people I really got started in the real network marketing business in October, when someone gave me a call and said, hey, there's a business that there's a company called My Daily Choice, and I think you need to have a look at it. And the guy who called me is someone who I knew for many years, someone who has been my mentor and has been someone who has helped me in the different network marketing companies I've been. So I said, why not? So when I had to look at it, and I looked at number one, I looked at the money. I love money, man. So I said, you know what? Let me see, is there anything different about this company? So the first thing I looked at the compensation plan, it was mind blowing, out of this world. So I was like, you know what? This is it. But I also took a look. I asked him about the products. Amazing. I mean, state of the art products, which are different, which are everyday products, which can be used by anybody. So then I realized this is the company. Then I looked at the company, a young company, just growing so fast, a fast-growing company. And from my experience in network marketing company, I had no other option but to say yes. So I got started in this business. I just put aside everything that I knew about networking, and I was willing to be teachable. I sat down, and my mentor and the guy who got me started, amazingly enough, the guy who got me started lives in the US, not even in East Africa. But he got me through somebody who knew me in East Africa. That is the power of networking. You don't need to go anywhere. I've never been to the US, though my sponsor is in the US. So, that's what I love about the business. So the story short is I just did what I was told to do. And the first month by accident, I earned well over almost $800. I'm like, if you can earn this by accident, what if you really put your heart in it? You will make good money. So the rest was history. Well, and I started the business during the pandemic, where everybody was saying, hey, this is not the time to do business, things are bad. But the pandemic was the best time for me to start business, because the lockdown actually unlocked the potential in me. I realized, hey, I can do much more than the regular businesses I was running, because I was running my own successful business too. So the lockdown actually unlocked this new potential in me, and I got started, and I got I talked to people, did what I did, shared the opportunity using the amazing what do you call it? The amazing products and links that we have, the contact managers and everything was falling in place. I realized all the network companies I worked with was you put so much effort, personal effort, and everything has been done for you. All you have to do is make use of the tools. Everything is there. And I also love after doing the business for a month, the second month I became a 1K affiliate. And like I was telling Alton this morning that, hey, I'm a 1K affiliate, but I'm just working on my 2 zeros to become a 100K affiliate. And I'm getting there soon. So I'm excited about this business. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone really exciting in the house, someone really exciting that we'll be able to talk to, someone who has always been my mentor and someone I always love listening to. But before that, I've seen a guy, the same person who called me in October to tell me to have a look at this business. He's a great guy. He's a business leader. He's one of the best leaders in this industry I've ever known. And I'm honored that he's actually joined the call. Cyrus, are you there?
Yes, I am, Apollo. Great talk.
Please. I'll just say one or two. So just what? Okay, go ahead, Cyrus.
We gotta get Alton on this call. He's got so many things so many tips that we want to hear from him. But I wish you well. You're doing a great job, Apollo. I know I've known you for over 15 years, though you look 12 years. We're gonna have a great call here, and it's good to know that I work well with you, work well with Alton. Guys, I think, Apollo, let's give it to Alton to take us through this. Thank you so much.
Alton, pass the mic over to you, Alton. Need to unmute him.
Unmute. I'm here, and I hear you throw Cyrus under the bus. I was like, hold up, I got to take some CBD oil. I need to turn my energy up for this one right now. I realized Cyrus quickly jumped out of the way. I was about to take some Easter. You know, they said it's for those who have an active lifestyle. Listen, first and foremost, I just want to lift my hats off to Dale. I know typically on Monday nights, he'll be rocking the house with the entire family. And he has different leaders who join in, you know, and that's what I have always respected about Dale. Many people realize that he's a more seasoned individual than many of us in the industry, but yet he stays constant with, you know, providing value for the team, not for the fact that he has to do it, because he's at a position in his life where it doesn't matter if he continues to do this industry of network marketing or not, he still will get paid. He still is quite comfortable. However, like myself, we have realized in life that when you get to a certain point, you can only get so much, you know, you can only do so much. And what better way to finish your life by adding more to a legacy that you have already been building by helping others. And to watch what Dale has been able to do along with Phil, I see Lyle on here as well, you know, in their partnership, how they really make things happen is exciting. So although Dale isn't here, I lift my hats off to him. I want to give a shout out also, because as I'm looking on the line here, I see we have Esteemed Leadership. I think this is Roslyn that just hit 5K today. Huge congratulations to you, Roslyn. So proud of you. I know, you know, just your energy, your effort, and just how you lead is something that's super exciting, that anyone should be excited to follow your leadership. And when I'm looking here, I see obviously our 25K Elizabeth is on the call. You know, I couldn't go without not recognizing her, for the mere fact that I know, you know, leadership always rise on those who is at the front of the pack. And Elizabeth is truly leading by example. And I absolutely love her for what she stands for as well. I see Cecilia on here who is rocking it. Man, listen, so much leadership is on this call. And, you know, Apollo, for what you are doing in a market where, you know, with all the challenges, and you have still managed to remain focused and continue to fight the good fight and continue to lead the charge, it goes to show that you are not someone who easily is shaken. The foundation that you're building is absolutely strong, and that's the reason why, you know, you are here. It's the reason why you're turning that 1 into 100K. And like I said, it is a stepping stone for you, and I like the stepping stone that you have, for the mere fact we know you're planning to go all the way to the top. So shout out to you and to all our other amazing leaders on here, regardless if you have got a rank or not. I see Katie, I see Brenda, I see Dan, Ignite, I see Tina, I see Harriet, Leslie, Florence. Oh man, I don't want to mess that name up. Key Hori, I hope I got that right. Zach is on here. Angie, I'm not sure who Infinity Note 5 is, but you know, I lift my hats off to you all. And when we talk about leading from the helm, I mean, who better to really recognize than our esteemed country manager, Cyrus? You know, having a chance to meet Cyrus last year and then having the opportunity to be back in Kenya this year, as soon as we were able to get on a plane and travel, and just to see what he's been able to do on the ground, let me tell you, if Cyrus said jump, I asked how high, because I know for an absolute fact that he's always going to have me, and the culture that he brings, the experience that he has, you know, just everything that you guys have on the ground in East Africa, led by Cyrus, is just truly incredible. And for that, I'm super, super humble to being on this call with you guys tonight. So I'm not sure what's all we're going to be doing, Apollo, because I could lift my hats off to everyone on here for different reasons. I've had the opportunity to break bread with some. I've had the opportunity to get to that emotional state with many, and I've also shared a lot of fun times in these short period of time. So let me know where we are and what you're needing off me, because listen, I'm ready to go. So let's dive into this thing, man. Talk to me. Is Apollo still having network challenges? Apollo, are you there? All right, so it seems like
for the introduction, and like I told you earlier, man, just go on, man. Just take it, just take it home, go take it home, Alton. It's all yours, man.
Oh, you're throwing me out there. Well, listen, guys, this is what I want to talk about. You know, I want to keep this call simple for the mere fact that I believe we have a system in place, we have support in place, we have leadership in place. So with us coming down to the end of the month, I believe we have now 5 days left in the month. Let's just call it 6, because we have the advantage of being in a forward time zone. What is some of the things that I would suggest for everyone who is on this call to take advantage of? Well, what I'll first and foremost say, treat today like the first day of the month. That's the first thing I want to say. And and let me just share quickly for those who I haven't had the opportunity to meet, just in 2 minutes, about myself. I'm originally from Jamaica. Moved to the United States in 1991. I had to do 2 more years of high school, which, you know, my dad wasn't prepared financially to send me off to college. So I have 2 high school diplomas. Fortunately, in those 2 years, I was able to earn myself an academic and athletic scholarship by rank number 3 in the nation. As a matter of fact, I just posted a picture today, just now on social media, where I was disqualified in the 200 meters when I was actually ranked number 1. In the 200, and it was one of those where I made my ego outlast my everything else, basically. Went off to college. I studied criminal justice. 2008, when I was getting ready to finish up my last semester, I found out what was the starting salary of being a U.S. Marshal, and I decided it wasn't enough for me to risk my life, so I walked away from college. So I am a college dropout. I still have 1 full-time semester to complete that. However, I landed a great job with the government, worked my way up from being in the file room and worked up to being being head of the auditing and foreclosures with the housing department in Miami. Had it really good, assigned car, flex hours, the corner office downtown Miami, right by the AAA arena. And I thought I owned a job until October 2009, they called me into a meeting to tell me they no longer needed my services. And as much as I had a government job with benefits and everything, I was really robbing Peter, looking for Paul to rob him too. And I don't believe I was living a high maintenance life. I was also delivering pizza for a company called Papa John's part-time. And when I got invited out to look at this industry, never would I believe that my life would completely change the way it has. A friend actually believed in me at the time and said they know that I can do well like this. And listen, I really didn't even have the money to get started. So they maxed the credit card out in order to get me started in this industry. My first check was $150 minus $1.50 processing fee. Not enough to maybe get anybody on here excited. However, what I can tell you that $150 was just the taste off to say, you know what, okay, that's not too bad. But the reality about it is my second check was $1,500. I don't know where this baby is in the background. The reality about it is my second check 3 weeks in this industry was 1,500. And what I realized quickly was that I was earning more in an hour than I was earning in 80 hours working on a government job. And that's basically what woke me up. You know, not to impress anyone here, to impress upon you, this industry has absolutely changed my life. It has allowed me to do more, travel more, give back more. Now I actually live in South Africa with my wife, or 2 boys, and I have another son in Canada. And it allows me to go back and forth. This industry has allowed me to be there for all his doctor's appointment, minus COVID, right? I wasn't able to travel all of last year. So now I'm itching to go to Canada because I haven't seen him since December 2019. And, you know, now he asks him, Daddy, why are you calling so much? Because he's used to me being there every few weeks. So again, I don't say this to impress anyone. Guys, when I looked at this industry, I might have been in a worse situation than where you currently are today, but I would have never believed that for the fact I said yes, that this industry would absolutely change my life. So what are some of the things that I have taken from the first time I looked at this industry back in 2005 through my years, 16 years now in this industry? What are some of the things that I have taken with me and that are working for me since the day I got started until today? Well, I would love to share some of those with you tonight. And the reason why is we are coming down to the close of a month, and many people, you are seeing others who are hidden ranks. I mean, today we recognize Ruth, and we also recognize Nelly in the group, because Rosalind just hit 5K. And you might be saying, well, how are they doing it? You know, how is it like someone, Apollo, feels so confident as a 1K to be able to host a call on behalf of Dale? Well, I can tell you this first and foremost, he doesn't think like a 1K. Right? So first, you have to understand that in order for you to have some type of change, you have to be willing to shift your mindset, because shifting your mindset is going to shift your lifestyle. Shifting your mindset is going to shift your income. That's ultimately what it is. And that was one of the first things I learned in this industry, that you don't want to fake it until you make it. You want to faith it until you make it. And understanding that the first thing you need to realize is, don't look at other successes. Don't look at others and compare yourself to them. Just remember that you are a unique creation of the Most High. So your journey is completely different from the person who is next to you, who is behind you, that's following you. Your journey is different. So you have to realize that as you put yourself in this position, knowing that you have to be able to go out and do your journey on your own. I believe every day when you wake up, it's like this book right here. It's a blank pages, and you have the opportunity to write your story each and every day. And I had to learn that quickly in this industry. Why? When I got started, I had amazing leaders that I plugged into. But one of the things that they always kept telling me was to follow the system. You know, now you hear a lot about mindset. You hear about how to use three-way calls, Zoom calls. There are all these things that are here now. However, then I learned the 4 diamond. It was the diamond, talking about playing the baseball and making a home run. So I want to talk about that a little tonight. You know, if you are into, you know, and regardless if you have watched baseball or not, I just want you to understand, in a baseball, it's like a diamond, right? And in that diamond, there's 4 bases on each of those diamonds, if you can picture that. And what they taught me very early is that on the first base, your goal is to equip yourself, staying close to the fire, staying close to the leadership, finding the people who are having success and start asking them questions. Start digging into what is it that you're doing, how is it that you're doing it, and how you are able to do the same for yourself. You see, because when you're on the first base, you want to make sure you get a good start. Guys, let me tell you, success loves speed. Now, many times you might see someone who they're saying, well, you know what? I just want to take my time. I need to know, you know, the back office, and I need to know the products inside and out before I speak to my friends. Well, I can tell you this, that works. However, if you want to earn money right away, you want to get off that base swinging as hard as you can for the fences. So knowing that when you're on the first base, the first thing you need to understand is that you need to shift that mind that you have. Guys, you have to strip yourself of everything, not literally, but you need to strip yourself to be able to say, okay, what do I really need to do? And I know you might be saying, but Alton, I hear this all the time. Well, the question is, if you hear it all the time, do you believe it? If you hear it all the time, have you been practicing what you have been hearing? Because the reality about it is, hearing it and then applying it is 2 different things. See, when you're on the first base, you need to understand that the most important thing is the support that you have in place. You know, by the time you get to second base, where you are literally showing someone the opportunity, either by inviting them to a Zoom call or sitting with them one-on-one, or taking the time to go out and invite them to a meeting in the office there in Kenya or Uganda. Are you equipping yourself, feeling comfortable with a few phrases, a few key phrases that you continue to use? Guys, don't try to get creative every time and try to come up with all these slick statements. You know, simple statements like, hey, Katie, if I could show you how you can earn an extra $500 per month without changing what you currently do, what would be your interest level on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 means you're extremely interested. 1 means not right now, but you would want some more information. Keeping it simple, guys. You know, what if I could show you that without changing what you currently do, you will be able to earn some additional income to cover those residual bills? You know, simple things. You don't have to get into products. You don't have to, right? So hopefully you guys are catching on to this. I know everyone, as I'm looking at the names here, you guys are already doing this. So I'm singing to the choir. So by the time you get to second base, you know how to pique people's interest. You know how to get them in front of the information. So that way they will be able to see the information just the way you saw it. Now, let me say this. There are many here who, believe me, you are sharp on the products. You are sharp on the compensation plan. You are sharp on the benefits and all those things. And you could talk to someone and they will get started. And you believe that you're having success. But guys, remember this. For the fact that you are able to talk to a friend or family member and get them started doesn't mean that you have created duplication in your business. Because the reality about it is, they might not be able to do what you do. You see, you might have the more influence within that circle, so they will listen to you, but it's not duplicatable within their circle of influences, if that makes sense. So guys, it's so important that you follow the steps and making sure that you know what to say, how to say it, and don't become a salesperson. I think one of the biggest mistakes that many people make in this industry is, if you're telling a friend about a movie or you're telling them about a restaurant, you tell them without thinking about it. You are excited, you tell them about the dish you had, the way it tastes, the way how it smelled, the service. You tell them everything to the T, so they are excited. But the one thing that you can't tell them is how it will taste for them. You see, you don't rob them of that experience. It's no different than the movies. You'll tell someone how great the movie was. Oh, this was the best one that you have ever seen. But you don't tell them play by play the movie. Why? Because you know for an absolute fact, you want them to go see it just the way you saw it. However, in network marketing, the mistake I see many make is that they are so focused on convincing friends to take a look at their business, to sign up in their business. Why? Because money is attached to the results. Guys, when you start to treat your business as if money is not attached to the results, you will be surprised of the outcome. So I want to suggest to you that start doing your best. And you know what? They always say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I don't believe that. And I don't believe anyone on here is old anyway, right? I believe that if you really want change in your life and make sacrifices, then you have to be willing to do something a little different. And I'm telling you, when you start to treat your business like a business and not feel like you have to sell someone, guys, think about this. For everyone on here, it doesn't matter if you have went out and you're, for the ladies, you have bought a blouse, a nice dress or a skirt or a nice shoe. For the men, it's a nice shirt, a nice pants, nice belt, nice watch. Everybody love to buy. No one likes to be sold. Think about that. Everybody likes to buy. No one likes to be sold. If you walk into the store, you see something you like, and you ask for someone's opinion, a sales clerk, for example, you appreciate that sales clerk for the fact you asked, saying that is a nice outfit, that is a nice dress, that's a nice skirt. You will appreciate that. However, if they were to come over and they said, that looks really nice on you. Oh, that's definitely you. You start to wonder, are they trying to sell you to make a sale? Is there commissions involved? You know that feeling. So remember that feeling each time when you're speaking to someone, regardless if it's your friend or someone who you have met on the street, because no one likes to be sold. Everybody likes to buy. So when you're sharing this opportunity for someone to take a look, keep it that way. Once they have seen that information, now understand that you just simply have to ask the right questions. Everything is about asking the right questions, ladies and gentlemen. Once they have seen the information, I know you know this question. What did you like the best? What did you like the most from the information you have seen? Now, you might be saying, Alton, you don't know my friends. Well, one thing I know, they put on their pants the same way I put mine on, 1 foot at a time. I know they put everything on the same way. They're no different. See, sometimes we get too caught up in someone having a PhD, OCC, and an AAA, and put all these things behind their name or before their name, but we fail to realize they're still a person. They're still a living being. They still breathe like us, think like us. And believe me, when you are a professional in your business, you will be surprised. The same people who you put on a pedestal that up to this day, regardless if you have been in the business 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, you still haven't spoken to them yet. Why? You're waiting to become a 5K, a 100K, a 250K. That's when you think you have to speak to them. That is the problem, guys. Start telling your stories now. Your story is what's going to make the biggest of difference. When you ask someone, what is it that they like the most? It's not the time for you to say, are you ready to get started? Ask them what they like the most. They will tell you. They will tell you if it's product. And then you respond based on products. If they say it's the compensation plan that they can earn, then you lead with the compensation plan. But if they're telling you they see how they can make some extra money, this is not the time for you to tell them about your favorite products. This is the perfect time to say, great, did you have any questions? Because you don't care about how many things they don't like. You only care about what they like the most. Now you simply can ask them, great, I'm glad that's what you like the most. Did you have any questions for me? And chances are they are going to let you know, yes, they have some questions. This is your time, ladies and gentlemen, where you have to weigh your ego against your bank account. This is the moment where you need to get your 1K affiliate, your 5K, 10K, 25K. Get all your rank affiliates on speed dial and let them know. Understand who you're speaking to first and foremost. If they're a friend or someone who you've met on the street, see who they are and how they relate and who would be the best personality to match them up with. You see, not because someone is a 5K or a 10K means that they're going to be the best person for you to put your prospect on the phone with. You know, this person might be more of an analytical person. You might be able to put them directly on a call with a Cyrus, for example. They might be someone who are business owners. You know, think about getting them on the phone with, you know, maybe a Dale or a Phil. They might be someone who, you know, they have network marketing experience. They have had success in the industry. Get them on a phone with Elizabeth. Guys, are you getting where I'm going with this? The reality is, know the people who you're speaking to. Make sure that you know how to edify your success coaches, edify the leadership that you have in place, so that way you could get them on the call with someone else and get out of your own way. Guys, remember, although you can close someone, doesn't necessarily mean that you want to do that. It doesn't mean it duplicates. Now, once you are able to get their answer on where they stand, now you need to do edification. And I see many people, they fail to do proper edification of their leadership. Guys, it's all about speaking about the person who you know and trust that you want to get them on the phone with, not to lie about the person you get them on the phone with. You know, you don't want to tell them this person is making a lot of money and they're doing, guys, it is not necessary, because guess what happened? When they do say yes and they come into the business and they see that what you have told them is not the actual truth, not only you will lose the friendships, you will also lose them as a business partner. So guys, I want to strongly urge that know the people who you will get them on a three-way call with, or know the person who you want to introduce them to at the office or one-on-one in a meeting space. You know, start getting those bullet points. You know, is this person, they're a fun person, they're very analytical, they have a big team, they are a fun person to be around. Have those bullet points handy of who you want to introduce them to. You know, is the person who you're speaking to, are they a nurse? Are they a taxi driver? Are they a teacher, a police? Are they a serial entrepreneur? So know who you're going to match them up with, so that way, when you put them on the phone, they have something in common, guys. You know, and also, when doing your edification, it is important that you also let your success coach, who you will be putting on a call, let them know a little about the person who you're going to introduce them to as well. Don't make the mistake of just calling them and said, hey, I have a friend who I want you to talk to, or this is my prospect. Guys, that's something that always bothers me. You know, when you go to a meeting and someone says, this is my prospect, or these are the new people that I invited. Guys, if these are your friends before they got to the event or not, you should introduce them as your friend. You know, it's amazing how the psychology of how we think. You know, if I introduce you to someone, just think about this. Say I introduce you to Cyrus, and I say, Cyrus, this is my prospect for the meeting today. How would you feel? Chances are you don't feel special, do you? Oh, Cyrus, this is my prospect today. They're coming to take a look at our company, and you know, we want to get them in. We want to get them in because I know that they can make a lot of money. Wrong approach, guys. But what about if I introduced you to Cyrus and I said, Cyrus, you know, this is my friend Cecilia. We have just met over the last week, and you know, since talking to her, she has expressed some interest in what is it that I'm doing. I told her about, you know, to come out and take a look at what we're doing. And she said, okay, she would make the trip. She doesn't know anything about the business or the products. And I just wanted her to get a full bird's eye view of why is it that I'm so excited. So, you know, Cyrus, I want to introduce you to my friend, Cecilia. Cecilia, this is our regional director, someone I have the utmost respect for. He oversees everything in this market. Guys, it's all about how you make somebody feel. I'm telling you, these simple little things, so many people make mistakes in doing them. So hence the reason when you're doing edification, it is important to know who you're edifying and introduce people as your friend and not as your prospect. When you're saying this is your prospect, it sounds like they're a piece of meat. If everybody's following me on that one, right? So be sure that you are ticking the boxes on what needs to be done. And most importantly, when they make a decision, regardless if it's a yes or no, it's important to always thank them for taking the time to look at the information. You know, always want to follow up with someone at least within 24 hours, no more than 48 hours, to tell them, thank you for taking a look at the information. Did you have any additional questions? You know, guys, understand that when I was asked by Josh to get started with My Daily Choice, I had worked with Josh very closely along with other leadership. We helped to mentor him. And Josh went on to become the top earner in our company. But yet when he asked me to get started with My Daily Choice, I said no. When I was asked the second time, I said no. And when I was asked the third time, I said no. But the fourth time was the magic. See, the fourth time, the timing was right. And I said yes. So understand, if someone says no to you, it doesn't mean no. It just means not right now. But what will you do to maintain those friendships? Guys, there are many people you might have spoken that you haven't spoken to since you have introduced them to the opportunity. Pick the phone up and give them a call. You know, doing everything that's happening right now with COVID, many people are looking for someone just to listen to them. Guys, sometimes being a better listener than a better speaker will pay you a lot more. That's the reality. That's the reality. Now that you have taken them through that step, now they have decided to get started. This is what I want to suggest to you. Encourage them to do the simple steps. Do the 5x5, get into the back office, get familiar with the needed things. Guys, you don't need to know everything in the back office to go out and do the business. Let them understand who they'll be working with. Let them know when the calls are. Let them know where the office is. You know, the key things you need to walk them through. Eventually, they will learn everything. When you really want to see someone make money, then show them how to make money. Don't show them how to, you know, get clustered and focus in on ingredients on products or knowing compensation plan. One thing we know, the system pays you for your activity. One to the left, one to the right, and you keep on going, and guess what? You are able to get paid. So right now, with it being to the end of the month, with 5 days left to go, where do you stand and how many people do you have in the pipeline? Because if you're looking right now and you're saying, well, you know, it's the end of the month, I haven't hit 1K, I'm close to 1K, but I'm just going to wait for May. You see, if you have that thinking, then guess what? Chances are you will never hit 1K anytime soon. You will never hit the next rank, 5K. Guys, let me tell you a story. And from our previous company before we had merged with My Daily Choice. I remember, and Lyle is on this call, so she can even vouch for me there. I remember we were at the position of Emerald, and that was one of the higher ranks at Emerald, and we wanted to hit the next rank going into our convention, which was Diamond. So it was Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond. These were, you know, more of the top ranks before the earlier ranks. And we decided, all right, we were going to push for Diamond. And we were pushing for Diamond, ladies and gentlemen, but not only we achieved Diamond with a week to go before our convention, we decided to put our heads down, close the blinders, and let the broken lines on the highway become a solid line. And we decided that, you know what, if we made Diamond and still have 1 week left in the business, 1 week left before the convention, what could we do if we didn't take our foot off the gas? See, many times we come to the end of a month, and for the fact that, you know, it might be a weekend, or it might be, you know, you feel like you are so far away from achieving the goal that you wanted, you take your foot off the gas and say you're going to do it next month. However, if you're out and you're speaking to people daily, You know, you're talking to at least 2 people per day, 5 days out of the week. That right there gives you what? A lot of people. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 4 is 40. There is no way that you can get 40 no's if you're doing this business correctly, guys. That's the reality. You know, what we did in that week, space of a week, to achieve that volume, we went to work. And when I said we went to work, we went to work. We started calling some new people going on. Not only did we achieve diamond, we also achieved blue diamond. In 1 month, we double ranked. And it's no different than what I was able to come in and with the team was successful here in my daily choice. So I want to encourage you guys. These simple steps that I'm sharing with you are the simple steps I am taking since 2005 that has taken me through the 3 companies that I've been a part of. Yes, 3 in 16 years. So I understand what it takes to be successful. I understand the sacrifices that need to be made. Yes, there are days where I feel like, you know, quitting. Yes, I said it. I had those days. But every time I thought about quitting, I always wonder, what was I going to go back to a job to do? Because why? Many people, they have their jobs and then they have this part-time. But versus working on their living full-time and working on their fortune part-time, they choose to leave their fortune to go back to the same jobs that they hate anyway. So guys, right now where you are, pick the phone up, call a friend, ask them to be your customer, ask them to try the product. Encourage them to jump on board. Take a serious look. Everybody has been affected by COVID-19, guys. It's not only me, it's not only you, everybody. You know, I watched last year during COVID-19 when many people were having a bad year, companies were closing their doors, countries closing their borders. I watched many people rank advanced, many people had success even during COVID-19 to this day. You know, I'm jealous of those in East Africa because you guys never had to be in lockdown. There were days where I had to ask Dudu Zile Matole, our country manager, to get a letter to send to me so I was able to leave my home just to go to the grocery store or go to do something outside of the home. That's lockdown. But yet, we still ranked advanced. Yet, we still had people who became ranked affiliates. 1K came in during COVID, 5K, 10K, 25K. The leaders who are on this call, the Elizabeths that's leaving the charge, the Joshuas, the Apollo, the Lyle, the Dale, the Phils, the Cecilias, the Peters, the Damians, guys, the Annie, the Beatrice, come on now. You know what it takes to be successful. But are you willing to put your ego to the side? You know, there's something I saw last week that I wrote it down somewhere. I was listening to a sermon and he said it. Oh my God, I wrote it down somewhere. Pride. A lot of times we don't get to where we want to go for the mere fact of pride. And when you think about, when you put your pride out there versus focusing on what you need to do, if you look in the middle of the word pride, what is there? The letter I. Think about that. You see, many times you don't get the success that you want because of your pride. You have too much pride. You're scared of what your friends are going to think about you. You think about what's going to happen if you don't get the success that you're supposed to have in the time you're supposed to have. How are people going to look at you because you told them you're doing network marketing? You start putting your pride out there. But guys, when you weigh your pride against your bank account, which one outweighs the other? Because in the middle of pride is the word I. And when you take I out of the picture and put others there, then guess what happened? By default, you will start to see that you will have success. So guys, it's the end of the month. You have great products, you have a compensation plan that pay, you have first-class leadership, and you ultimately have a decision to make. Remember, to be a winner or a loser still comes down to making a choice. So I absolutely love you all, guys. Take advantage of these last few days. Why are you putting it off? How close are you to 1K? It doesn't matter right now if you have 0. You still have 5 days. How many people are there in your market? Start making some phone calls and start getting out there and sharing. Remember, closed mouths don't ever get fed. Hey, Apollo, I absolutely love you, man. I'm gonna turn this back over to you. I could keep talking and talking, but I'm so honored to have had the opportunity to share a few words with each and every one on here. And just know that I absolutely love each and every one. Hey, Cyrus, I think I need to be coming to Kenya next month. I was gonna come this month, Cyrus. I didn't say anything to you. But man, they put this lockdown in Canada, and I said, if I can't go see my son, I'm just gonna sit still here in South Africa. So I want to come up there and party with you guys because you're all absolutely rocking. Apollo, don't feel bad, man. We come in Uganda, baby. But I'll turn it back over to you.
Wow. Can you hear me?
Sure.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Alton. It's always an honor to just sit down. I was just taking notes and I couldn't help just saying wow to some of the stuff, the nuggets you shared with us today. I mean, coming from a 100K affiliate, some of the basic things that you took us back to, I mean, for me, it just turned me around and said, wow. Even the same thing you talked about, sometimes we all give up and say it's only 5 days, but I've just realized, man, it's not only 5 days, it's 5 huge days. We can actually make it happen. Man, thank you so much. I don't want to water down anything that you've said today. All I want to say, thank you so much. We are honored of this, and all I can say is the only way we can say thank you is becoming successful. You always say that, and we'll make it happen this month and the months to come and the months to come. You'll see people in this call, I'm sure, share the same views that we are going for it. I think we'll with that, I'll bring this call to an end. Thank you, and I'm so humbled to be here with all of you great leaders. Thank you very much for calling in. Thank you, Alton, again, for each and everything. Let's go out there and make it happen. God bless you all. I love you all, and have a great evening and a great few days to the end of the month. We'll all do something and make it happen. Thank you so much, Alton. God bless you.
Thank you. God bless everyone, man. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. This month, guys.
Yep, that's what we're gonna
Take
do.
care of it.
Thank you, Apollo. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Cyrus. Good night.